It is too hot. It is Wednesday, September 12th, and it is 95 degrees outside. It is too hot. I have a meeting coming up at our downtown coffee shop, Cappuccino & Company, which is an awesome place. And since I'm at my studio, I figured for the first time I'd take advantage of being near downtown and ride my bike to my meeting. Love being able to take my bike and go down to Cappuccino & Company rather than driving everywhere. I love being able to use things other than my car to get around in the immediate vicinity of my studio. Hey Boosted Board, get at me because I will ride your board everywhere down here and film it all the time and talk about it constantly. I just got back from my meeting at Cappuccino & Company and I have to be somewhere else in less than an hour, which leads me to what I wanted to talk to you about today. Today I want to tell you about my day job. If you know me personally and you know who I am, you know that I don't actually do this full time. I don't do video work, YouTube, those kinds of things full time. And I actually prefer it that way. I'm not looking to transition into this being my full-time job. I like doing video and creative work part-time because that frees me up to only take on the jobs that I want to take on. Since I don't rely on this for my income, like I said, I can take the jobs that I really want to take, and I can take a break or focus on other things if I want to. So having a full-time job that's different actually, in my mind, gives me flexibility to be able to do this more as myself. But beyond that, I feel extremely fortunate because I don't have just a job. Unlike a lot of people, I don't have to do something that I don't like to do in order to finance what I do like to do. I get to wake up every day, and no matter what it is I'm doing, no matter when I'm doing it, I get to do what I'm passionate about. My full-time job is the youth pastor at Calvary Memorial Church over in Gearing. I interned in the youth ministry position there as soon as I got out of college, like 3 days after I graduated college. And then 1 year later, in 2012, I was voted on full time. So I've been there a little over 6 years, and I love it. I run 2 weekly youth groups for junior high and high school age groups, and that is only scratching the surface of what I get to do over there, trust me. Another detail about my life that you might not know about me if you don't know me personally is that when I was in high school, my parents split up. And that was a pretty tough thing to go through as a family and as a teenager. Ultimately, I credit that with being a big reason that I wanted to go into ministry specifically to young people. Because a lot of teenagers are going through really hard situations of their own that involve family, school, and personal struggles. And my own life experience informs my desire to come alongside students who may be struggling and help them through it. That kind of work is really fulfilling, and it's one of the main reasons I love what I do. But another unique thing about it is I can actually credit almost all of my creative skills that I have now to my work as a youth pastor. Almost everything I do that's creative, whether it's filming, working with editing software, graphic design, networking, heck, even working with t-shirt and merchandise companies. I learned all those skills firsthand because I did them in a youth ministry setting. Almost everything I've learned about video production, about YouTube, all those things happened because I started doing it for youth ministry. Whether it was starting a YouTube channel, making web shows, doing promotional videos of ski trips and retreats and things like that. It was all firsthand experience teaching me how to film with different cameras, how to work with GoPros, how to get cool action shots even when I'm doing things like skiing or riding a skateboard, and even how to use drones. The first drone I got was the drone that we got for our youth group, and I used that thing for years. It actually enabled me to be one of the first, if not the first, drone pilots in our area, and it's why I'm as good as I am at drone footage. So not only do I love being a youth minister, but being a youth minister for the last 6+ years has actually given me all of these skills that I use now in my creative work. So in just a few minutes, I'm closing up the studio and I'm heading over to Level Up, which is our junior high youth group that meets on Wednesdays over at Calvary. It is a raucous, rowdy good time with a bunch of awesome students who have crazy high energy levels, and I love it. It's my favorite night of the week. I got into youth ministry because I felt called to serve. And that ultimately is the foundation of why I do it. But that doesn't make it any less amazing that being able to do that job has given back so much to me and given me so many wonderful experiences over the years. So I'm going to head to Level Up and have a blast tonight. And I'm going to leave you with just a small glimpse of some of the fun and amazing experiences I've had over the years being a youth pastor over at Calvary.